examining one of the not one of the most, but the most widely requested instrument that I have ever dealt with, and that was, or that is, the Vocalizer 1000. That's this guy right here. Okay, the Vocalizer 1000 by Breakaway Music, circa about what, 1978? This instrument is that old. This was, I think I bought this in like 1979 or 1980. And that's how old it is. And it's still running like a champ. No problem, okay? I get more mail, email, and even some snail mail from people around the world wanting to know more about the Vocalizer and how can they add it to their band or to their act, and how it will enhance their act, and blah, blah, blah. In other words, there's a lot of misconceptions out there about what this instrument can do and what it can't do. Now, I'll tell you what it can't do, and that's very interesting because what it can't do is more important than what it can do, as far as I'm concerned. What you're hearing right now, and this is as loud as I want it to get because I'm trying to avoid any distortion. And this. Okay, so this is a background. They have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, a dozen different. The Vocalizer has a dozen different backgrounds. The first one is called Rock. Can you get that? And what would you put with that? You'd put the electric guitar. And this is not an original, this is not an original Breakaway Vocalizer microphone. This is a Shure SM58 standard microphone, probably one of the best vocal microphones in the industry. Nevertheless, this works just perfectly with the Vocalizer 1000. I have, as you can see, a little windscreen on here. That's all that's on here between me and the whatever it is. Okay. Now I've got it set on electric guitar. Let me see what that sounds like. Let me go up an octave. Here's another background called Rock 2. It's very difficult with the Vocalizer, with any kind of microphone, even the original Vocalizer microphone. It's very difficult to keep any tune. The instrument itself has a built-in factor that seems to give the impression that it knows what notes you want to play, and that's called voice guide. In other words, how about Rock 3? How about a violin? player in the band. Let's go over here to Little Latin. I like this, is one of my favorites. And let's try some big brass. Now, if I turned off all of the backgrounds, turned off all the background, and now all I have is, let's say, let's go with the violin. Now, people are always asking me, I get endless emails. China, Russia, Yugoslavia, Iran. None from Pakistan that I can recall, but Iran, I get several. I get a lot of mail from Iran. Guys in Iran are crazy about American music and American instrumentation and anything electronic. Believe me. They're in a way worse than the Chinese about electronics because they know that that's the future, okay? Anyway, that's enough of that nonsense. What was I going to do? I was going to do this. I was going to try to hum a regular tune, like Happy Birthday. Simple tune. It's hard to find that opening note. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to go down an octave and try this whistle. See, it doesn't like that note. Let me see if I can do individual notes on the piano. I've had so many musicians, people that played the harp. One lady was a harp player, a lot of accordion players, a lot of guitar players, of course, everything from cigar boxes up to high-powered Fender guitars, Stratocasters, etc. Want to know if they can play this, in other words, hook something up so they can be playing their guitar and play the piano, or a lot of them simply want to play the violin. It's extremely difficult. You know how long I've been playing with this thing? I've never been able to play Happy Birthday. What I usually end up playing are what I call, hey, original tunes, which means I'm simply voicing an echo to whatever I'm hearing in the background. In other words, if I'm hearing something like this. Now, if I was going to play a kazoo along with that, what the hell happened to my kazoo? I thought my kazoo was right here. Here it is. Here. I don't know what key this is. Nobody wants to sound that bad, but unfortunately, what I'm trying to do here today is to, unlike Mythbusters, you ever watch that program, Mythbusters? Mythbusters, say that 3 times fast. Mythbusters, Mythbusters, Mythbusters. The myth is that the vocalizer is some sort of a miraculous instrument, and I've been fortunate enough over the years to have made maybe a half a dozen, maybe not even that many recordings using the vocalizer that sound pretty damn good, pretty interesting. But at the same time, I can't get it to play Mary Had a Little Lamb or Happy Birthday or any of that stuff. So all I can say is it ain't what you think it is. It is that some magical thing that you can hook around your neck and play without having any knowledge of what you're doing, and this thing will do everything for you. It won't do anything for you except confuse you, because you'll be playing one note and it's deciding on its own that that's not the right note. That it sticks in a note that it thinks is the right note, and you don't know what the heck that is. It doesn't know you're going to play, you know, whatever. It has no idea what the next note would be, but it thinks it knows, and that's what's happened. That's the fault. That's the built-in destruct button on the Vocalizer 1000, and people found that out very fast, and that's why they quit selling them. They started out pretty close to $400, if I remember correctly. And when they first came out, and there was even a guy that got hooked up with television to demonstrate, and this was going to be the be-all, the end-all, the be-all of you no longer would need to have music lessons or know anything about what you were doing. You simply hummed into this machine and it made everything beautiful. That's not true. It makes everything crappy. It's crappier than it's beautiful. You know what I'm saying? It's crappier than it's beautiful. Okay, what else can I tell you? Some of the backgrounds are not bad, but oh, there's just too much to go into. So let me give you this warning. This is a warning. Don't buy a vocalizer. It's not that you can't do anything with them. You can do a lot of things with them, but they may not be. I've never had anybody send me an email to say, where can I get one of these vocalizers? I just want to make strange sounds in the night. Although they can do that very nicely. For instance, let me shut this guy off for a minute. Shut up. See? It doesn't even necessarily respond when you press ending. It's supposed to end. Oh, there it is. Okay, thank you very much. Thank you very much. What can I tell you? See? It just absolutely refuses to do that. We've already spent 17 minutes telling you it's not what you think it is. Don't email me. Don't ask me. I don't know where you can get them. As far as I know, they're all in some junk heap someplace. What else can I tell you? This, along with the Saxy. Remember the Saxy? I don't have one in front of me on the desk here. But the Saxy was another sharp instrument that was very much like the, in a way, very much like the Vocalizer 1000. It was a voice-activated synthesizer that supposedly played sounds of trumpets and saxophones, etc., but that didn't do that either. What else can I tell you? I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. All I can say is, get back to your kazoo. A kazoo does what you want it to do. Which is only limited by your own ability to hum, and to hum a tune in tune. And a lot of people can't do that. You know my song. A lot of people I met just don't know how to hum. I tell them, hey, it's easy, man, just like chewing gum. Stick the fat end in. Hey, what else can I tell you? Keep on humming a kazoo, not a vocalizer. Vocalizer is just it has diluted many. I'm sure all the people that bought vocalizers from me, because I had about a dozen of these things over the years, and I've sold all but this one, and I only maintain that because it's a relic. It's a collector's item. It's like old kazoos that I have. So this is Captain Kazoo saying, hey, it's 19 minutes and 16 seconds. So we'll go to. We'll probably end up going to 10 minutes. All we want to say is, forget about the vocalizer. I don't know anything about them. This is Captain Kazoo saying, hey, keep on humming. And keep on humming. See what I mean? I'm trying to get happy birthday out of this. I can't get it. Hey! Thank you. Bye-bye.